Hello people of the internet, I'm the man with a plan. In last month, actually just at the start of last month, exactly a month ago, I was over in London for an NFL game. My dad is an Indianapolis Colts fan, and the Colts lost, but there was a retro game shop I found called Play Nation Games in East Croydon. Now I'd really recommend visiting it, even if you're not into retro games, because they still stock PS4 and Xbox One games, and their prices are incredibly low. The retro game prices are also incredibly good too. And among those games, I happened to find Madden 92. Yeah, so I'm just going to review that. But first of all, a little overview of NFL and American football, just to see what it's about for all my European viewers.
American football is a brilliant sport. If you want to know what the rules are, look them up online. I'm too lazy to explain it to you. Oh, but it's just such fun throwing the ball deep down the field, waiting for the receiver to catch it with his open arms and run straight into the end zone to score a touchdown, which involves very little touching of the ball in the end zone down. And it's, of course, there is a league for this, and a very big league, the NFL. And that's right, teams from all over the USA want to compete to win the Lombardi Trophy in the Super Bowl, the year's biggest event. Go Bucks! Okay, so here we have the box for the game. Don't worry, games inside and everything. Pretty interesting box. The best just got better. Over 20 new features. Wonder what those are. Yeah. Anyway, as you can see, box is a little bit flimsy. It doesn't hold everything together really well, but instruction manual, pretty thick. And cartridge. Had the EA thing going on. Explain what that is later. Right now, let's just pop it in and see what the game's like for ourselves. Okay. First of all, just a few minor things. And this is actually pretty cool, but the teams have changed a lot since 1992. You might not think much, but in the NFL, teams like to move around a lot. First of all, there's been 4 new teams added. The Baltimore Ravens, technically the Cleveland Browns, but that's complicated business, so I won't get into it. The Houston Texans, the Jacksonville Jaguars, and the Carolina Panthers. Now, there's something interesting too, is that some teams have moved around. The Rams, while they were still LA in this game, and they're LA today, they have moved around a bit. They've moved to St. Louis, as you might know. The Raiders, or Oakland Raiders as you might know them, moved to Los Angeles. And of course they're going to be moving to Las Vegas next year, even though it's not official yet. I think it's pretty safe to assume. The Houston Oilers, one of the most famous teams in the NFL, moved location to Tennessee, Nashville. And they changed their name to the Tennessee Titans, which they still remain as today. Other than that, there's no real major changes. Aside from Arizona changing its name to Phoenix, there's really not a lot to say. Now, onto the gameplay. Of course, there's a few legends of the game in this, with the Cowboys dynasty in its prime, and this was actually a year the Cowboys won a Super Bowl. And the Buffalo Bills were in the middle of their 4-season losing streak in the Super Bowl, making them the most unfortunate team in NFL history. But the gameplay of this game, which is what we have to really get down to, is it's okay. It's not great, it's just very, very borderline mediocre, you know, that kind of stuff where it's not too bad that you can go all out and criticize it, and not too good that you're just having such a good time that you don't even pay attention to the little aspects. This is actually what Madden is based off today pretty much, but I'll tell you why it doesn't work here. The hardware limitations are what holds it back. I mean, the Mega Drive was a very good system, and EA knew how to take advantage of the hardware, but there are just some things in this game that really put it off for me. The movement is really slow here. Like there, you would have think I've been able to move into the middle of the field and then get a touchdown. Or sometimes, when you're throwing the ball to a receiver, it might get picked off. Because the receivers appear in these little boxes here, you press the button above the box to throw it to the receiver you want. So for instance, if I want to throw it to the guy on the left, I press A. There we go. But sometimes the boxes are so small that you don't see defensive backs coming from out of nowhere and picking off the ball. It's incredibly frustrating when this happens because you don't feel like you're being given a fair chance. The challenge isn't in the game, it's in something put before you that you couldn't possibly anticipate. The defense is pretty tough too. I don't know, but I think there's a certain button for catching the ball on defense instead of just simply catching the ball yourself. Now, I understand a certain button for blocking the ball, I mean that makes sense, but if the ball is falling right into his chest and he can't fucking catch it, he really shouldn't be playing in the NFL. So that's pretty much it. Having said that, the game still is fun if you want to have a friend over. The AI is pretty tough to beat, but I've probably not done it justice. I mean, it is not good, but it's not bad either. It's worth a look, and for the price that you get it for today, which is around 2 to 3 euros, pounds, or dollars, depending on where you are, I'd say it's worth it. Give it a try. So that pretty much concludes my review on Madden 92. Okay, game. Needs to be seen for yourself whether or not you like it or not. And as of course, the NFL season is halfway done. Best of luck to all your teams making the playoffs. Cleveland Browns fans, I wish you the best of luck in completing your imperfect season of 0-16. And may you always finish second best to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But that pretty much concludes my NFL trash talk. I am going to have a month of NFL videos every single day before the Super Bowl, so that's pretty exciting. Another thing, there won't be another What If series until March of next year. And tune in this Friday, where I review a really weird game that I found. Balls. Or to be precise, just holding it up here, so you see Balls 3D, Battle of the Balls. Now, I really didn't know what to expect in this game, but I played it, and well, you can see on Friday what I think of this game. I've been the man with a plan. Thank you for watching my video.